tense last while with triggers with myself and my beautiful beloved person, sweetheart. But the childhood trauma that we experience, or trauma from the past, first, it definitely isn't us. It's not us. We're the divine being of love, light and joy, and the person and personality of like many positive qualities of goodness and kindness and sweetness and friendliness and generosity and caringness. But when we feel we're being perpetrated upon like we were in childhood, I forget sometimes that my partner loves me, and I forget almost that I love them. You know, like it's almost like being entranced in a trance where we're two different people. You know, and this is the dynamics with basically everyone and anyone. When it comes to triggers, you kind of forget the love that you have, and you forget the love that you are, and you forget the love that the other person is truly at the core and deep down, the truth of them and the truth of each other. And so I think for me, what I'm also learning, which is super important, is when it comes to triggers, and the biggest difference in an ordinary emotion with something that's happening that you don't like. Something can happen that you don't like, you feel particularly upset for a short while. Like your car gets robbed, your windows smashed, and you're being threatened possibly. Someone's shouting at you. It's like, okay, I don't like this. But when it comes to a childhood or a past trauma, it's like the red bull in you comes out. Like you see red, like you're just enraged or deeply hurt. Let's say your date doesn't show up, or you can be deeply sad and feel deeply hurt and rejected, for example. But if you don't have a past trauma related to that, it's like, okay, well, F that, like, or else who cares? Like, you know, moving on, like it doesn't matter. I'll do other things now. But when it comes to trauma, it's like a deep wound is being pressed, like a super sore bruise is being like punched, and it's like, ow, oh, it feels so bad, and you forget yourself and you forget the other person. So I think for me right now, it's super important to be vulnerable, to have to be intimate by intimacy, to have a conversation, to communicate where you get to understand the other person better, and potentially they may understand you. But even if they don't understand you, because they might be able to do what you're doing right now, which you're learning in this video potentially, what I find is very important is to try and like just take a step back and try and understand like what's happening in their thoughts and perceptions, like why are they feeling super hurt or upset or even angry. And then with added information that if you didn't know, with this information that would be missing if you didn't inquire more with your heart and your mind, like what's going on with them, what's happening, like here I am, I just arrived at the forest, I'm feeling explorative. So with this information you can make better choices about how to respond to someone who's looking at you as like a terrible person, you know? Is this where you get in? So yeah, if you find out the reasons behind people's behavior, like what are their thoughts which making them behave a certain way, their beliefs, their feelings, their thoughts, then you can maybe switch to having the usual antidotes, which is compassion, love and forgiveness. Compassion especially. And then you can stop big blow-ups, which can happen very easily when two people are triggered. So yeah, one person triggered is bad enough, but two people triggered intensely at the same time can be very bad in terms of certain ways. But either way, even if it is turns out to be very like blow-up, there's always things to learn about having a blow-up. Even a big blow-up, to just recenter and start again and try again and learn. Lots of love, hope this video helps. Lots of love, my friends. If you need any relationship help, so I do consultations and coaching, and I'd love to help as required. Heal yourself, heal your relationship, heal your family, heal your generational ancestry. It's really true. No one can deal with us.